Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Peace Jones. Don't forget to like this video, to comment on this video, to subscribe to my channel. You guys, we are on the road to 1,000 followers, and to share my content. Share it on your social media site, share it with your friends, just share it everywhere because my channel is meant to help, heal, and inform people. So let's make this a community thing, okay? All right, so let's get right into it. This video tonight is for my dating series called The Dating Chronicles. You guys, if you know, you know, okay? It's so rough out here in those dating streets. So I need to give you guys some tips because I'm not new to the dating game. I'm true to the dating game, okay? So there's some things, some experiences that I've had, and I feel like I've learned to kind of like roll with the punches. I've had my trial and error. I have accepted certain things. I've kind of like tweak things so that they will, work in my benefit. And so with that being said, I've just learned a lot, grown a lot in this dating lifestyle. And so I want to share some of these tips with you guys because I come across people all the time, whether it be people that I'm actually dating, whether it be friends, whether it be random people. And it's like they're really having issues with dealing with some of these things that you're going to encounter while you're dating, okay? So let's get into it. Rejection while dating. How do you deal with, how do you accept, how do you cope with rejection while dating, okay? So rejection while dating can mean a few different things. It can look a few different ways, right? So it can be as simple and basic as, let's say you slide in someone's DM and you're like flirting and you kind of, shoot your shot and they just don't reply ever. That's rejection. Or you shoot your shot and they're like, I'm not interested. That's rejection. Or it can be a little bit deeper where you guys start hanging out, you're going on dates, maybe you've even met the parents. I mean, it can be anything when it comes to dating, right? I know that sounds crazy, like you met the parents and he rejected you. No, that happens all the time, okay? Y'all exchange numbers, y'all been FaceTiming, whatever, and then all of a sudden, doesn't necessarily have to be like a ghosted thing, but like maybe you're trying to move forward and you get rejected. Or maybe you're trying to plan a date after FaceTiming and talking on the phone for weeks and you're rejected, right? So it can look a few different ways. And so I'm going to tell you guys how to deal with it and get through it. So number one, know that it's normal, okay? I know at one point I got ghosted for the first time in my life. And I didn't know what the hell happened. So I had to text my homeboy and I was like, what is this? And he was like, oh, you got ghosted. And I was like, oh my gosh, that never happened to me. What does this mean? And he was like, oh no, it's normal. Like I get ghosted all the time. So I was like, okay, phew, like, all right, it's normal. So yes, rejection is normal. I know guys say all the time, they're like, oh, well, females, y'all need to start shooting your shots because guys shoot their shots all the time and they get rejected all the time. And so we're just used to rejection. And honestly, like, it is normal, especially dating in 2021. Like, there's no particular thing that you have to do wrong or right to get rejected, right? You can be the most amazing candidate, beautiful, handsome, check all the boxes, and someone will still reject you because of what they're really looking for, what they have going on with other people they're seeing. Or sometimes people even think you're too good for them and they're a little bit insecure about themselves, okay? So just know that it's normal. Don't feel bad. Don't start questioning yourself. It happens every day. It even happens to celebrities. I mean, for real. All right, next. No one owes you anything. Ouch. That one was harsh, right? I know, but I have to keep it real with y'all. No one owes you anything in this dating world and even in life, right? So when you're dating, you're getting to know someone, they don't owe it to you to marry you. They don't owe it to you to call you every day. They don't owe it to you if y'all meet on Monday to still be in contact with you on Friday. They don't owe you a date. They don't owe you commitment. I mean, think about it. Dating is getting to know someone. There is no contract. There are no written rules. There is no form of punishment or penalization if you don't do what the person thinks you're supposed to do, or if the situation doesn't turn into what the person anticipated, right? So keep that in mind, because like I said in, I think, the dating update video that I posted about a week ago, I've had a few people recently get very, very upset with me for whatever we had going on not transpiring into what they anticipated or what they wanted, right? And I think that's a little bit unfair on the other person's end, because like, dating is so unpredictable. It's so temporary sometimes, and it's just loose strings flying. You know what I mean? You literally don't know what you're getting. So for you to put ideas in your mind and then expectations on another person, that's kind of unfair, unrealistic, and like almost not logical, right? And don't get me wrong, I used to be like this. I didn't really understand what dating was for the longest time. Like, I was just like such a good girl. I really didn't like to be dating multiple people at once. Like, I really was just like so committed and so loyal. So if I found someone I liked, it was just like, boom, I'm in it, right? And so I would make up these scenarios in my head, like, oh great, he texted me, now we're married. Oh great, we went on a date, yep, definitely married. He introduced me to his parents, bruh, we're literally getting married tomorrow. And then it was like, boom, he got a girlfriend. Boom, baby on the way. Boom, just got engaged. Boom, blocked me. You know what I mean? So it's like, you have to roll with the punches. You cannot be expecting people to give you what you desire or fulfill these plans and imaginary thoughts in your head that you created that the other person never agreed to, okay? So please remember that, because you will get your feelings hurt doing that. All right, so next, don't blame yourself. Listen, I just said it. Dating in 2021 is ruthless, vicious, okay? You got to have on the armor of God to get through it. It's a battlefield. Like, you got to learn how to play the game, okay? And if you're blaming yourself for every little rejection, oh my gosh, it's because I'm bald. Oh my gosh, it's because I drive a Suzuki. Oh my gosh, I knew that she didn't like guys that were Qs. She only likes Kappas. Oh, he doesn't like me because my butt isn't as big as the other. Bruh, if you're gonna blame yourself for every rejection, you might as well bench yourself right now, because it's gonna happen, okay? You can go out thinking you're the most amazing candidate for the job, right? I think I'm a pretty good catch, but I'm so used to people not, feeling like they want to pursue things any further, not wanting to take my number, not wanting to give me their number, not wanting to go on a date. Like, trust me, I do get a lot of offers and I do get pursued a lot, and I'm doing very well. You know what I mean? I'm not upset, but there have been plenty of times where, I wouldn't say I've been rejected, but I haven't been someone's first choice. Us dating for a few months has turned into them finding a girlfriend. Phone calls going unanswered, text messages going unanswered. And this is guys that, like, I thought it could have went somewhere. Like, we've been hanging out all summer, and then September rolls around, I don't hear from you. Or we've been hanging out all winter, and then April rolls around and it's my birthday next week, and I done got you a birthday present for your birthday and came and celebrated with you, and now it's mine and I don't hear from you. Or I done came to your house almost every weekend, met your parents, went to your mom's graduation celebration, went to your cousin's baptism, and I don't hear from you no more. Okay, so these are the realities. Like, you can get really, really deep in with someone, and then it just doesn't go anywhere. And if you're going to keep blaming yourself, you're going to be really, really hurt. You're going to let your thoughts get to you. Just let it go. It's not always you. Or maybe it is you. Maybe you rubbed them the wrong way by something that you did. Maybe someone came across them. They bumped into someone that was just a much better fit for them. Maybe they're going through something. People fight their own personal demons. So maybe they just need headspace, right? It could be so many different things, but if you sit there and literally try and figure it out and you start blaming yourself, you're never going to be able to pull yourself out of that bottomless pit. I say as long as you put out good, good will return to you. As long as you know you were good to that person, let it go. All right, next. Sometimes you're cool, but not what the person is looking for, okay? So this happens a lot as well. I feel like nowadays people will date just to fill a void, right? So like there's been times that I've dated a guy and I'm thinking like, oh, like he's into this. And then I find out later like, no, he was in a 4-year relationship and they broke up for whatever reason and he needed someone to fulfill his lonely times. And I was that perfect candidate. And we had our fun and now they're getting back together, you know? So it doesn't even have to be that. It can just be like maybe you're a super, super hype, like super crazy, wild personality, party girl, always on the scene, just like, you know, dance to the beat of your own drum. And he's looking for something that's more like laid back, more chill. He doesn't really go out like that. So he wants someone to kind of like Netflix and chill with or have nice date nights inside with or something, you know? And vice versa. Maybe you're looking for a guy that's just a lot more established, maybe an older man, maybe a more mature man, someone who's really intellectual. Maybe you're really into your business ventures. You want somebody who you can grow and invest with. And you initially meet this guy and you think that he's it. And then red flags start popping up, things start happening. And you're like, you know what? This isn't really the person that I want to continue to pursue, right? And so things like that happen, but it's not always that you're a bad candidate when you get rejected. It could just be that you're not what that person is looking for. Because as we get older, closer to our 30s and even in our 30s, late 30s, whatever, 40s, whatever, I don't know who's watching this video, but the older we get, the more we know what we want, right? The men know what they want out of a woman. I would hope. The women know what they want out of a man. And it's just like, you're not really going to tolerate someone who's just totally not what you're looking for too long, unless you're an asshole and you just want to use them and get what you want to get out of it and then dump them. But for the most part, like you can kind of tell after the first date or the first few days if this person is even ideally what you're looking for in a mate, okay? So don't take that too personal, right? Sometimes it's not you, it's just that you're not what they're looking for. And last but not least, do not spaz out, guys. Oh my gosh, when you get rejected, as long as it's in a nice way, right? So when I turn people down, I try to really explain myself, even though I know you don't have to do that, but I try to explain the situation. You know, this is why I really don't want to continue. You are still an amazing person. I really enjoyed this and that. I really enjoyed the time that we spent together. Thank you for any dinners that you paid for, any dates that you set up, any gifts that you've given me, you know, just really trying to reassure them. And it's not even like a fake type of, well, let me just tell him this so that he doesn't feel bad. It's genuine, right? Because if I take my time to spend with you and we've gone on dates, we've gone out, we've laughed together, we've had deep conversations, that's still valuable time spent to me, right? And if you haven't had any ill intentions towards me, you haven't said anything crazy, done anything crazy, just because I don't want maybe what you want moving forward doesn't mean that everything else is negated. You know, like we can still be friends, honestly. There's a lot of guys that I've started off dating or they pursued me or wanted to get to know me and we just work better as friends and now we're the best of friends, right? So you don't want to be spazzing out on everyone and just like, oh, well, F you, well, you're stupid anyway, well, you made me waste my money, well, all women are this and it's women like you that make men da 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 da, because listen to what you're saying. I didn't sign up to be your wife. I didn't sign up to be your girlfriend. We were getting to know each other. So you're literally projecting your anger onto me for something that I never told you was going to take place. I never told you we were going to be together. I never said, well, if we go on these next few dates and get to know each other, by the 5th date, I'm definitely going to be your girlfriend. You know, if we hang out all winter long, for sure we're getting married in the spring. Like, people are not telling you these things that you're expecting or making up in your head. So don't spaz out. Keep it cool. Thank the person. I know it hurts sometimes, and I know you have to heal, and I know you have to kind of like, get through it, because sometimes even just in dating, you can grow really attached to someone. You can create these really strong bonds, these meaningful relationships. So sometimes it does hurt, and you have to have a moment to yourself. I've been there. And it sucks, so not to dismiss anyone's feelings, but you have to process that on your own without being angry at the person, right? Because sometimes all that anger, hostility, I'm just gonna block you, I'm just gonna, hate you forever, it just doesn't work in your favor. Like I said, sometimes you guys can literally still remain in each other's lives and just be the best of friends. Everyone is not meant to be your mate. I hope you guys know that. Like, you're not compatible with everyone. You're not gonna make it to that romantic stage with everyone. But if it's a good woman or a good man that you still see value in, keep them around as a friend. Trust me, it can really create a strong, strong friendship. So that is it for this topic, you guys. I will see you in my next video. You guys stay cool, calm, collected, continue to heal and create peace in your life. See you next time.